release of the technologies. You're going to see the erasure of debts. You're going to see freedom from taxation. You're going to see a vast simplification of law and the whole justice system. It's a whole new world. And this was the day. So you are hearing
November
it
17th.
first. You are among the very, very first people on this planet that know that this has happened. And it should be tidings of great joy.
Thank you, Anna.
That this has been accomplished with a true minimum of disruption of services, and no nuclear bombs, and relatively little rioting in the streets. And now this great good that has come to our country can spread throughout the world. We're kind of the starting place because we were used as the storefront and operating base, the pirate base, for these criminals, and everything, the records and everything were here, okay? But, so we followed the same sort of rationale. We need to get ourselves straightened out before we can help everybody else. And so that's why we're first. And so we are going to quickly and happily restore freedom and decency and common sense. And then we're going to open up the doors, and we'll be, as soon as possible, helping people from every country on earth that has been affected by this great fraud to recover and recoup and live and grow and be and thrive and have their own cultures and their own countries again, and to live in peace and freedom. That's the goal, is that we'll finally enjoy what we have thought we were fighting for on so many occasions. And so this is it, guys. It is signed,
Woohoo!
it's sealed, it's delivered. And we'll be opening up the Capitol in Philadelphia. The national capital will be fully restored. And it's going to be a whole adventure, and hopefully a very joyous adventure for everyone. We're already making plans for community meet and greets all across the country. We'll be kind of preparing everyone, getting everyone back in their natural status. I'll call it our natural status as living people and on the land and soil. And we'll be educating millions of Americans who simply don't know. And we'll be teaching a lot of history that people never got in school. We'll be introducing school programs. We're just I can't even express the feeling right now at this moment. It's somewhere between wanting to break down and cry and out of just sheer gladness and relief, and great God Almighty, it's done. Oh glory! This is amazing. We've been working toward this very steadily for many years, and when you have a project of this magnitude, when you are beset on every side, and somehow get through to the end. It's a very humbling and very very joyous moment, but it's almost a solemn feeling too, where you think of all the people that have lived and died in chains and never knew, and all of the patriots over the years who sacrificed and went to prison and lost their homes and suffered discord in their families over this. And but we are free, and we are in control of our own destiny again. And all of our resources, the assets of the country, are safe. They're no longer commandeered by foreign interests. And from here on, it's a whole new story. It's the story that we began with in 1776, and it's the story that we have opening up before us here in 2025, 250 years later. So now we have to educate ourselves and educate our children so that nothing like this can ever happen again. Okay? We have to be grateful to all the other countries in the world and all the other people who showed us goodwill and who have worked with us over time and understood the problem, and who have come together as the family of man, as other people, and who have helped us to secure this with a minimum of destruction. And so we owe great debts to our fellow Americans, the other Americans that you never see on this show or don't get to meet on podcasts, who have devoted their lives to this effort, some for many years. People who have donated significant parts of their pension funds and life savings and endless volunteer hours. And we have friends all around the world, people who, through one way or another, had information, had historical records, had books, had copies of vital documents. We owe a great debt of gratitude to all of them. And one thing I've learned is that there are people of goodwill of every kind, every color, every religion. You just have to embrace mankind with faith and trust and let go of fear and let go of anger and let go of the past. Because what matters now is now. We are standing in the doorway between two worlds. The old world, with all the graft and fraud and violence and criminality and lies and meddling and all of that, and a new world. And right now, we're here in this moment called now, the Alpha and Omega, where the past and the future meet. And this is our point of power. This is where we get to choose. And the choices that we make each day in this moment called now is what's going to influence what happens in the future. And we've got a complete full slate. We can do what we need to do. To a large degree, we can do what we want to do. And our job is just a matter of making good choices, making wise choices, and fully considering the impact that our choices have on other people, and trying to keep that standard of true law always in front of our faces, because there's really only two laws: the law of gratitude, being aware of the great gifts that we've been given, freely given, and the law of mutual caring, the golden rule, the mandate to treat others as we would like to be treated. Two simple laws. And together, taken together, they add up to the one law, which is to do no harm. If we can keep those three tenets always in front of our faces, we will not go wrong. And what we do today will give us a grand future and a wonderful future for our children and grandchildren. So, as far as I know, as far as I can see, sitting here this moment, 50 years of work, one way or another, on my part, and 35 years of work on Jim's part has come to fruition today, November 17th, 2025. And you are all going to tremendously benefit. The entire world is going to tremendously benefit because the great fraud was discovered and it was brought to an end, and you're back in the saddle, and it just doesn't get any better than this.